Hey, Backlog Kids! And today, we're going to take a look at the P-Bandai HGUC 1144th scale Black Rider from Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operations Cold Berry, which is a video game. Come to think of it, the Pale Rider was also introduced on a PS3 game. Anyway, this guy is the third rider of the Pale Rider suits, referencing the four horsemen of the apocalypse. With this guy being, Famine. Doesn't sound as cool as Conquest, War, and Death, huh? Understandable that Darksiders renamed their Black Rider Fury instead. Love those games. Surprisingly, there's not much reviews for this kit on YouTube, so let's take a crack at it. So here it is, straight out of the box, and it gets really hard to see him without proper light. Well, I guess you could say it's sticking to its stealth motif. Aesthetically, it's going to give up a tech junkie kind of look with the antennas in the ear, power gloves, discs on the backpack, and its VR headset. Oh, obviously this mobile suit is a gamer. Black and red color scheme, then color changing lights. Poggers. That's what the kids these days say, right? Right? Anyway, the base kit is made from the original Pale Rider, so if you own one, you'll notice it shares a lot of parts with it. Basically, Pale Rider with a lot more details on this kit are awesome, by the way. You know, when you can see them. It will greatly benefit from having light-colored panel lines such as white or maybe red. Very rare to see those in fully painted kits, but when you do, it really is eye-catching. For the colors, the black on this kit really has some warmth to it. Kinda like it's a really dark moss green or something. Not sure if the video is gonna pick up on it, but you're gonna have to just trust me on this, okay? Along with the black comes the always reliable red accent color. Though, this red is showing a hint of orange. And to break off all the darkness, the joints are colored in dark gray. Gives off a Batman Beyond vibe, especially since it has those ears. Looks pretty nice, right? Well, it would have looked a bit nicer if this kit had a tad more color accuracy. Especially when you look at the sticker sheet. Eesh, that's a lot of red stickers. It's the curse of the Pale Rider kits, I tell you. They look cool, but they come with huge ass sticker sheets. Granted, half of the stickers are there so you could pick between the normal mode and their corresponding power-up mode, which in lore turns all the blue light into red. But I really wish they could color separate some of the bigger parts like the blades of the heat daggers or the steel yards. Anyway, here's where all the stickers go. So yeah, highly recommend giving this kit a bit of paint. Aside from the color correcting stickers, this kit comes with a sheet of sticker decal of the Black Dog Squad insignia and also an EFSF logo. In terms of nubs, you need to be careful when cutting the parts off the sprues, as dark colored plastics tend to whiten and leave a very horrible mark on your kit. But contrary to this, it seems to be very unnoticeable. Well, because you can barely make out the details on this kit out of the box. Now let's take a look at its accessories, starting off with its rail cannon. Yep, no gunpowder on this bad boy. Pretty standard bazooka type weapon that has a movable handle, so you can rest the tail end on the shoulder. Similar to all bazooka type weapons, however, is that they don't really do much color separation, except when it's the Origin RX-78-2. If you want color accuracy, you'll have to splash some red paint here and there. Like the rest of the kit, this weapon's gonna be nicely detailed, and I'd even say it looks better off as is. Sadly, no storage option for this rail cannon. Next up are this pair of heat daggers, or as I like to call them, heat machetes, which are stored on the side skirts. As you have seen earlier, you need to apply the gigantic red stickers over the blades to have it color accurate, which really sucks. I mean, they could have probably made it two separate plastics, right? Given how huge the blades are. Well, at least they look cool. There are two of these, so you'll be able to pull up some cool dual blade poses, Monster Hunter style. Next up, the backpack, which has these disc things which are called the steelyards. At first glance, I thought these were like drone propellers, but the description says it's used to control the battlefield through electronic warfare. So they may be some sort of disruptors or EMPs, which are so cool. Man, this is why I like mechs. They make me all giddy inside. Anyway, these have subarms that are fairly articulate and also have these hydraulic extensions that you can attach. Kinda looks funny, doesn't it? And yeah, not color accurate. Fun fact about these guys is that they resemble the scales that the biblical Black Rider carries and the Greek goddess Themis, which happens to be this rider's Hades mode. Coincidence? Of course not. Just an awesome concept. Lastly, let's take a look at this stun anchor, which is this neat forearm mounted climbing anchor. A solid wire can be attached to the anchor and the mount, which means time to check out the articulation, and let's get these symbols out of the way first. Ball jointed head and can look up and down like so. 360 no problem. Torso's a little stiff but can crunch and side to side as it is on a double ball joint build. Waist swivel. Shoulders move backwards instead and is on a ball joint. Arms can go up to there. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Ball jointed wrist. Front skirts go up. Side skirts go up and can rotate. Leg connectors can swivel a bit. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Legs can kick all the way front, but back skirt hinders the kick back. Thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. Ankles tilt backwards. Ankle guards swing. And feet are on the ball joint. So yeah, this kit is pretty poseable and can definitely pull off a lot of awesome poses. Not to mention, it feels very solid, so you won't have to worry about having a bad time handling this kit. Size comparison time, side to side with your average sized Gundam and your tall boy narrative. And as you can see, he's gonna be slightly taller than the RX-78-2. Not as big as the narrative, but definitely a big boy with some chunk to him. This suit really has a more rugged vibe than the other riders, and man, do they look so good together. Wonder if they'll eventually release the Red Rider. Anyway, if you're gonna display this kit, you'll probably want it to be where it's well lit. for obvious reasons. So overall, this is a very solid kit. The design is really cool and unique as it's more of a recon, stealth, and sabotage kind of suit. Definitely one of the cooler looking designs out of the UC line. Downside is, like all the Pale Rider derived kits, is that it's not very color accurate and comes with a huge color correcting sticker sheet. But honestly, even without the sticker sheet, it looks fine as it is. Though, I would have loved for Bandai to have made the steelyards and the daggers more color accurate. This is another kit where a little bit of paint can go a long way. Especially how it can be hard to see this in your shelf. The accessories, articulation, and feel of the kit definitely makes this a very enjoyable kit to display. So this will certainly get a recommendation from good old backlog kits. Price is not half bad either, going in at 2420 yen. But then again, it's P-Bandai, and we all know how the market works for these. And again, I'd advise you to not overpay for model kits as scalpers tend to double or even triple the price for rarer kits. Anyway, if you find this out in the wild with a nice price tag, do yourself a favor and pick it up. And maybe some red paint along the way. So that's it for the review. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. And if you didn't, give it a down. And let us know why in the comment sections. Consider subscribing if you like what we do. And don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss a video. If you really enjoyed our video and wanted to support our channel's growth, come join our Patreon. And help Backlog Kits editor get a new video card. I got one! So you can render faster. Join us again next time for another Backlog Kits review. Oh, you're still here? Thanks for being a champ and staying all the way to the end. If you like this video, why don't you check out another 30-minute mission kit review over here.
Get over here!